That's what you have highlighted, what you annotated for the source.
Yeah, this was high.
Okay. I know. Okay, great.
2 minutes have already passed, so we should be moving on from that source line by now, maybe into the depth of the source itself, if not past that, and summarizing.
Because again, I haven't seen him in a while. Is this what he's been doing since then, or like is this new for him?
So he loves to make sure he models because we want to get that timing and that hopefully. And then he just, that's what he just said. I'm going to keep taking time because he wants to be able to see it like a lot of different sources.
Yeah, yeah, okay, that's good, that's good.
So he's talking, and then you guys also representatives, right? So that would be mostly representative, right? So we see it's pretty close. He's talking to Congress. That's what we're trying to do.
Some to Cleveland.
He wants him to clear, right?
Yeah.
The other congressman asked, Clash really had one of these souls. So why would he be doing that?
Well, like who's responsible? Yeah.
Justification.
So it goes against?
He kind of like questions, well, should we really be declaring war? Should I vote on this? Because did the clash even happen on U.S. soil? See that?
And that is time. That was 5 minutes. How far did we get through it? The whole thing. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna give you all, class, let's bring it back for me. Do we want one more minute on this source before we jump into the next one? Or
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm gonna give you one more minute to just finish this source up. But I want you all to keep in mind, that on the AP exam, you will have approximately 4 minutes to go through a source like this. So we will work.
We're doing by source, what if I get it?
We will work to get to that pace. But for now, I will give you one more minute, but then we'll do source 2 and we'll stop after that 5. It went quickly. But I want to go over this source as a class, make sure you have all the right points before we move on to source number 3. Who can summarize this source for me? Mark.
I think it was just Abraham asking for clarification on if Hope's, like, justification was truly, like, defensive, like, based on if it was actually on American soil.
Right, so I want you to say that again, and if you do not have that written down under summary, write it down. So we're gonna say it again. That's the left.
It asks for clarification on if, Hope's justification for war was defensive, or, I mean, yeah, if it was defensive based on if it was on American soil.
Right, this is Lincoln questioning whether or not the clash happened on American soil. If it happened on American soil, it would be defensive. Lincoln is questioning if it happened on American soil. So if this is a defensive war. And then what about for A, the author's argument and why they are making it?
He's telling the people of America to not jump the gun when choosing war and violence. He's just trying to keep calm heads.
But is he talking to the American people? You think?
He's talking to both.
Right, so he's talking to the House of Representatives. How do you know that?
Because, well, in the first one, it states as resolved by House of Representatives, and it talks about how it introduced challenges to President Hope's justification for the war. Wait, I see the wait. Yeah, it's just in the source line that it says resolved by the House of Representatives that the President of the United States who respectively requested to inform this House and stop it. So that's what I got from that.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. So he's bringing up this resolution to the House of Representatives. So, Bazan, your point is still correct though about not wanting to like hastily jump into the war. But he's introducing it to Congress, the House of Representatives, saying, did this clash truly happen on American soil? Let's not just jump into a war because President Polk asked us, but let's really think about it. Okay, so how does, backtrack. So that was A. If you do not have that, make sure you write it under A. And then how does this source help us answer the CHQ?
I say it helps us answer CHQ because it lets us see how they analyzed like their decisions based on what happened to see if they need to be defensive or not.
It helps us kind of like analyze whether or not they're defensive or not. I'm learning what I have.
And it kind of shows how the intended audience shaped the arguments, because Hope was writing, Abraham Lincoln was writing to convince the House of Representatives to like kind of think more about what Hope had said.
Right, yeah, so we have that audience of the House of Representatives, so that can help show us how he's trying to convince them not to vote. Maybe his language be a little different, you know, in private conversations about Pope, rather than in like a House resolution. Okay. So if you do not have those things, make sure you have them. And we're going to move on to the next switch.